Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Ashley Rowan and I am a student at MVCC. I recently wrote a paper on the negative health effects caused by the wage gap between CEOs and middle to low income families. Today I want to talk to everyone about the importance of a person's health and what can have a dramatic effect on it. How many of you have had to work a second job at least once in your life so far just to be able to pay your bills, let alone be able to live your life happily? Does this cause you and your loved ones unnecessary stress? Well, let's take a look at some of the reasons this could happen. Wage income inequality is defined as an unequal distribution of income. When the top of the pyramid makes significantly more than those at the lower levels, the pyramid of power is unequal. We all know that our health is what will get us to the end of our lives comfortably and allow us to live longer. But what a lot of people do not see is what major problems cause harm to our health. Because CEOs make significantly more than the average American, the stress created by this causes physical and mental health to plummet. This major problem can even cause society to have higher crime rates. I believe mental health is the most important part of our lives. When the mental health is affected, it can have devastating effects on a person's physical health. Because people are overstressed by not earning the wages they deserve, they become more depressed, anxious, angrier, and even more emotional. Suicide rates are also higher in areas with a larger pay gap. The stress alone can cause overwhelming feelings of disparity, all of which can take a toll on a person's physical health. We have all heard someone say, "I don't have time to work out, I'm too busy." I mean, I just said it yesterday. When you have to work multiple jobs just to support your family, how can you have time for yourself? Then we end up telling ourselves we're just being lazy and getting up early and getting it in. What follows that? Less sleep. Pulling doubles, working extra days, that can have people just wanting to get home and collapse. I've been there. When I first left home, my family begged me to stay. They told me I didn't know how rough it was out there yet. I had more to learn still, and I should stay a little longer. But I left, and I did not stay in town. No, I went from Florida all the way up to New York, upstate to be exact. And I learned the lessons that I'm preaching all too well. I had to work 2 full-time jobs, claw my way up to a very stressful management job. I got a second job for extra income. I worked 100-hour work weeks sometimes. I slept 5 hours a day at best. 0 time for the little things, let alone things that I enjoyed doing. I told myself I was a hustler, when in reality I should not have had to work that much to be considered a hustler. Get home, throw my clothes off, and just fall into bed. But I forgot the little things. Those little things are so important. Skincare, brushing your teeth, and other hygiene can have long-term effects on your health. People are at a higher risk for cardiovascular disease when they slack on the self-care portion of their lives. This causes many Americans to have shorter lifespans than they should. Okay, so far, we have seen how the wage gap affects physical and mental health, but what else can it cause? That is also linked to health. When people walk around stressed and unhealthy, they're more irritable. This can cause crime rates to skyrocket in areas where the pay gap affects society the most. Violence is an unfortunate side effect. FBI crime data for the 464 most populated cities in America show a powerful correlation between income inequality and crime rates. Income inequality was the cause of 74% of the variance in murder rates and half of the aggravated assaults. When people are more violent, they end up in tough situations, such as prison. mental health can take a hit in places like that. If we look at all three main effects of the wage gap, all of them are connected, and one can cause another. Some people are affected in all three ways. Health should not be what is hit because the pay is unequal. It's important to take care of yourself and make time for yourself, and people should be given the option to do that. Wage gaps cause so many people harm, physically and mentally, and something needs to give. I will leave you with this quote. Equal pay for equal work. It's common sense. It's overdue. Let's close the gap and let's do it now. Joe Biden's wise words. After all, isn't that what America is supposed to be about? Equality? Thank you.